Hi, it's me, Sam, and this is By Hook or By Needles. I did get another yarn haul in today. Only 2 colours. I'll show you those in a minute. They were to make this. Now, this is Tunisian mosaic. I think it's done by Rose. I don't think it's done from the center out. It's done by Rose, but the edges are all, there's no like long ends. There's no cutting each row or anything like that. It's all back and forth, back and forth. It is a beautiful blanket. It is a very detailed blanket. I believe there's 77 squares in all, but I've also think it's 25 large and 44 small, which doesn't equal 77. So I don't know what I've done wrong there, whether I've read it wrong or whether I don't know. But anyway, what I want to tell you before I show you the yarn, because I want your opinion on something, I want you to tell me, is $40 US too much to pay for this pattern? A lot of work gone into it, very, very detailed, lots of different squares, all very pretty, lovely border. I mean, it is an absolutely, there's no denying, it is a gorgeous blanket. And I love this woman's designs. I have been following her for 4 years at least. And in the past, I have actually bought some of her patterns. The first year, the pattern was $20 US. And that was just for, was it 12 or 16 squares? I can't really remember, but anyway. And then the second year, I think I tried to do the free version, because she does offer a free version whereby she every week, because it runs for a whole year, this cow, okay? And therein lies the problem for me. It runs for a whole year, and every week or every 2 weeks, I think this one's every week, you get a new part released. So you'll get either one of the big squares, say, or 2 or 3 of the little squares, and that sort of thing, okay? And for a 24-hour period, from the time it's released, for 24 hours, there's a 24-hour window where you can go onto the website and actually download the pattern and or graph, or both. I don't know if the graph will have ticks on it or not. I'm not really sure. If you do mosaic, you know what I mean by ticks or crosses or whatever. I think you might have to put them in yourself, which is, if you know what you're doing, it's no big deal. Now, here's my problem. Like I say, a lot of work. I know that. It's less than $1 a square. I see that. I understand that. And she is offering it for free for 1 day. Here is my issue. In Australian dollars, it's 65 Australian dollars. In British pound, it is approximately 32, 33 pound. Just for the pattern. She recommends a few yarns. The one she recommends is actually one of the ones that she used for this was actually an Australian yarn. I can't remember who it was though. And I actually priced it. It would have cost me $650 if I used that. So, needless to say, I'm not using that. But what I did do, okay, I'll just take that down and I'll show you my little yarn haul. And it is a very little yarn haul because, like I say, it's only 2 colors. The black and the red. I decided to go black and red rather than gold and red. Now, these are Yarn Smith's Create, which is a double knit, which is an 8-ply, which is also a 3-weight. It is 298 meters or 317 yards, 100% acrylic. I like this yarn. To me, this is very comparable to the Stylecraft Special DK yarn, and it's usually on special though. Every time I've gone, it's on special, and the Stylecraft isn't. So although the Stylecraft is a little bit softer, I go for this one if it's cheaper. So how much yarn did I need? I think it said, say 3,000 meters, I think it was, all up. So it was 3,000 meters. So I'd need 10 balls of each. I think one of the colors was like 2,950 meters and the other was 2,850 meters. So I ended up just getting 11 balls of each, because I thought, well, that gives me like 3.2, I'll say it again, 3,200 meters of each color. Okay, and that cost me in Australian dollars, what did it cost? It was about 85 Australian dollars. So for just $20 more than the pattern, I was able to buy my yarn. I'm just going to leave that hanging out there. Put in the comments if you think, or what you think of that. I want to know what people think of that. Now, when I chose these colors, I thought, oh yeah, red and black. It'll go in my bedroom, because I do have a red feature wall in my bedroom, and I have a black iron bed. So I thought red and black would go nice. But now I'm sort of worried that maybe the red won't stand out enough. So this is basically my yarn haul, 11 balls of each. So what I did though, was I remembered that earlier this year, I was going to do another mosaic in these colors. Sorry, Dawn, if you're watching, Dawn Aaron, or anybody who hates pink. And these are the colors I thought would look great together. This is why I don't choose colors, people. And when I started it, I thought, this is awful, Sam. It's just so in your face. But I'm now thinking, because I've got about 4 or 5 balls of this, 4 balls of this, but I think I've only got 2 or 3 balls of this. But I'm thinking that that's going to be, and maybe even if I chucked in some red and took out one of the colors, these colors would stand out better against the black, and perhaps would be a better option. I'm thinking maybe if I took out that really in-your-face pink and used those 3 colors, that might be a little bit better. Again, please help me. I'm desperately need help. Let me know in the comments which, if you were doing it, would you go with just the black and the red? Would you go with just the black and those 3? Would you go with the black and all 4? Or would you go with the black and maybe remove 1 or 2 of these? I've only really got enough. If I was going to go half and half with this second color, I've only got enough to go half and half with these 2 and the black. That might work. Actually, that might work because, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so I need help with the colors. and I need you to tell me, what do I do about this pattern? I've been very, like I say, I love the woman's patterns. She really does think outside the box. She really does put a lot of work into these designs. I understand that. And she is offering it free for a 24-hour window where, you know, you've got to catch that window. And that's the problem I had in 2021. In 2020, I bought the pattern. In 2021, I thought, I think she bumped up the price to about 30 or 40. And I thought, it's a little bit out of my price range. And I thought, no, okay, I'm going to see if I'm going to get the free pattern every week. And I just kept missing it. I just kept missing it. Either I was, you know, not well and slept through the whole time that it was available for free, or I just completely forgot about it. And so I ended up not being able to really do the pattern because I didn't get any of the squares to do the pattern with. Then the following year was the, I think the following year, so it's 20, 21, 22, might have been not so long ago. But last year, no, this year was the, I'll see if I can find a picture of it. This year was the hexagon one. Now, if anyone's been following along, people would know the hexagon one I did. Let me see if I can find a picture. Probably not. Hang on, I might. I've got pictures of everything but that. Isn't that typical? Okay. That's really weird. I've got pictures of the other blankets that I've done this year, but not that one. Okay, well, that was a mosaic blanket done in big hexagons, and they were really big hexagons, and they were also done in Tunisian mosaic, and again, very beautiful. But again, it was very expensive. It was $40 US. And I paid it last year. I'll put these colors here for people who want to think about the colors. And it was, again, it was $40. And I did pay it because I'd missed out. I really wanted to do the blanket, but I remembered what it was like in 2021 or 22 when I was constantly missing the 24-hour window free. Now this year, I think she might have realized that a lot of people were missing out because she, this year and last year, this year, sorry, and next year, she is doing emails. Like, so you register your email, and she will actually send you an email when the free part is released. Like I say, you can grab it in that 24-hour period. But like I say, my issue is I'm not always well enough to even get on my computer or iPad or anything in order to get the pattern. So my concern is, now that I've got the yarn, if I miss out on too many of the squares, what am I going to do? I'm going to be left with having to pay for the pattern, possibly. And $65 Australian for a pattern is a lot for somebody such as myself. Yeah, it's just, especially when, like I say, the yarn itself was only 85 Australian for me. I don't know, maybe I'm complaining when I shouldn't be complaining. Like I say, I know there's a lot of work in it, and I do appreciate the fact that she does give us, you know, that 24-hour window, but it's also very difficult for me to always be able to get that pattern in that 24-hour window, because I've tried it before in the past, and I've not always gotten the pattern. You know, things happen. You forget. You get, you know, even when you get the email notification, you forget. I mean, I got email notifications this year, even though I bought the pattern, and I'd get the email notification, go, oh right, great, it's the new hexagon is out, and then I'd completely forget about it. So it was just as well that I had bought the pattern, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten any of the, I would have missed out on half the hexagons, I really would have. So anyway, I don't know. I'm like this, you know, up and down, like a little seesaw. I really don't want to pay $65 for a pattern. I've resigned myself to that. But also I'm worried that I'm going to end up not being able to do this project because I won't get all the pieces. I don't know. Anyway, let me know if I'm a whinging old cow or if I'm justified in my, you know, thoughts. I did actually email her, or I commented explaining my situation and saying, look, you know, I don't really want to mention this because it's really not relevant to. I explained to her that I may not be at home or able to have internet access when the pattern drops. I might be in hospital, for example. Okay, leave it at that. And I explained that, you know, I felt that 65 Australian was a lot, and I did suggest that perhaps she considered having a 50% off period. I know a lot of designers do that, where they, you know, like leading up to the CAL, you get it for half price. And I thought, well, you know, if it was 20 US dollars, that's going to be about 40 odd. It's going to be half of 65 cents. It's going to be $33, give or take, Australian. And I thought, okay, it's still not great, but I'd be more able to pay that than I would the 65. But anyway, this is my yarn haul. Like I say, very small, just 2 colors. But let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to get some feedback on this. Do I just go with the free pattern and hope for the best? Or do I bite the bullet and pay the 65 and regret it later because maybe I don't like the pattern after all? I don't know. You know, I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think. This is not a criticism of the woman who designs this or her channel. I don't think she actually. Yes, she does have a channel. You know, she is undoubtedly a very good designer, and I do love her work. This is not a criticism of her. It's just a slight criticism of her choice of pricing. And that's, yeah, I mean, and that might be a business, that might be, she might have a business, manager, who might be saying to her, look, this is what you've got to charge for this pattern. This is the right amount to charge. You know, I know some of the bigger pattern designers do have, you know, a pricing manager who says, okay, look, these are the number of hours you put in designing, yada, 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 you know, this is what you should charge. And as much as I agree that as crocheters, we should get paid when we've crocheted something and are selling it, we should get paid, you know, correctly. I still think $40 US is a lot for a pattern. Oh, I don't know. It's a good pattern. I really just don't know what I'm going to do. So now you've listened to me absolutely melt my own brain with indecision. I'm going to go. I'm going to go because I don't know what to do. And yeah, thanks for listening to my ramble. Maybe you might help me make my decision. Anyway, please take care. We're getting closer to Christmas. I think we're day 7. Is this the 7th day? 7 days? I don't know. It's getting damn close. Okay, take care, everybody, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.
Hi, my name is Strawny. Did you leave a comment so we can have a little chat? That would be very nice. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.